are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Alert 3.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
45 the mark. 60. Here I come. Here I come. Let go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight left. Hey, 4 down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for Browns goal. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Falcons 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll fire deep for Rager. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Check it back. Check it back.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check safety, check safety.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Check back, check back. Check 31, check 31. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, light. Check back 16.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that,
looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Hands it off out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Watch the shit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So Decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Check. Lucky.
On second down and 4. Allen going up top. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
and I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Get ready. Man left. We got 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. And they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a route is on here in this first half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Powering his way forward. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Allen. Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is We want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Allen's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Shoot, let's Watch the slant. Motion. Mike Ford.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the ass. Check. Crump.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 97 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
95 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 24 is the mic. 79 Bronco. Check 9, check 9. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hustle, hustle.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
24 is the mic. Bring it.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And a throw right sideline is complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And my goodness, another interception. And oh, he coughed it up.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own.
There he goes, left side. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
45's the mic. Buffalo 18. Let's see what you got. Check. 45's the mic. Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurt. Kill it, motion me out. 24 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 60 Maverick. 24 is the mic. Squeeze, double. 24 is the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the out. 24 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son.
Back to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Switch. Hey, tight.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Don't get nervous. Mike 4.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. McCann now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?